There we go. We're back
Okay,
online.
so stop it right away.
Yeah, it
Okay.
takes just a couple seconds.
Okay.
So
So I just want you to understand what my point is.
I'm not as likely to have somebody pull a knife on me.
Which
You
doesn't
are
mean
saying.
you won't feel threatened,
Yeah.
but I just want you to see that the threat may be a little bit less.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I hope something happens. Somebody will investigate, because at this point I can be very demonstrative in my explaining it to every health official I can find in the county, and nobody's acting. No one's acting. So it's very interesting.
So I'm not an attorney, obviously. My guess is, though, this is just a guess, that it's not the person who's the potential victim who's making a complaint, because I think they would take action if the person who is the potential victim makes a complaint.
I don't know, because 2 of my 3 Adult Protective Services reports were about me being maligned in some way.
Mm-hmm.
Screamed at, etc.
Mm-hmm.
They still haven't taken any action. So I don't know if they have a borderline. You have to be stabbed 12 times before.
Yeah, or see a weapon or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know how they make those decisions.
Someone even said, I don't remember who it was, someone even said, if you want to copy that report, you have to get a subpoena to do it.
The other thing, Mark, is
It's interesting.
for someone like you, being yelled at is threatening.
It is to me.
It may not be threatening to lots
Yeah,
of people,
yeah.
but it is very threatening to you
Yeah.
and scary.
And the one time I reported this guy in our house, Vince, was mad at Gabe. And he just yelled at me 3 times the same day. The first 2 times I just said, it's just Vince.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't mean any harm. So he did it in the morning, in the middle of the day, and the evening I was really tired, and he came in, he just started haranguing me again in the living room, blah, blah, blah. I said, man, it's not about me. You're mad at Gabriel.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't stop. So I called ADP, and then the next day I told him, and I said, it's going to be like gravity. You yell at me, I call the police. So he yells still. He hasn't specifically yelled at me lately. He's tried. A couple times he's yelling. He's wanted to turn my way and start yelling, because it's easier to yell at me than it is Gabe.
Of course.
But he hasn't, so.
Gabe is also, what I remember from seeing him, he's very large and
He's
intimidating.
a very guy, very big.
Right.
He likes to mess with the electronics in the house.
But I'm saying it's someone.
Yeah.
It's less
I'm
likely
such a diminutive
that
little
Gabe's
man
going
here.
to, that they would be.
At only 250, yeah.
They'd be more concerned that Gabe's going to do something as
Yeah.
opposed to you.
So yeah.
I think right now when that kind of thing happens, because it sounds like he's not so threatened by you calling ADP.
No, not in the least. This is a guy who told everyone several times, in a rather calm, serious voice, that he killed someone in his past.
Yeah.
These are the kind of people I'm living with.
No, but what I'm saying...
Whether he did or not, but to be someone who decides the smart thing to do in a conversation is talk about the person you killed recently is just, you can see where I'm living. It's off the charts in terms of normal society. You wouldn't have this conversation at church or at a synagogue or at a mosque.
Or mostly anywhere.
Or mostly anywhere.
It's not normal behavior.
So...
But this is the other thing I want to say for you, is until you're able to get out of there, what you're doing, the best thing you can do is disengage. Just walk away, walk out of the house, walk out of the room.
Yep.
Do what you're saying. This isn't about me.
Yep. I got it. We don't have to spend an hour and a half on that.
We don't have to. But what I'm saying is that I understand the environment you're living in, and I saw the environment you're living in.
Yeah.
I met a lot of those guys. I know they were on their best behavior, but I understand those guys.
Yeah.
So
all right, let's turn this off and on. So we'll just stop for 10, 15 seconds. And